Good evening, friends and bookworms and nerds, all my fellow weirdos. Time to do some sprints. I don't normally do them on Friday nights because that is Kim, Whimsical Narratives. She normally does them on Friday nights, so I don't usually. I let her do them, and I go participate in them and be part of her community over there. But she's out of town, and for an odd twist of fate, she's out of town, and I'm staying home for once. So I decided to do some sprints at the request of a couple people, mostly Erin. Erin is mostly the one who wanted them. But she is still on her way home. So she'll be joining in a little bit. But for now, we're going to get to hang out a little bit and have some fun. Greetings, greetings, greetings to Rope. I hope you like my shirt, Rope. I wore it just for you. Probably not very nice of me, but considering last time was leading up to your Dolphins and my Chiefs, and my Chiefs won, I had to. I'd apologize, but I'm not really sorry because football. And my Lions won, which is my other team, so if we can get a Chiefs-Lions Super Bowl, I will be the happiest little football fan. Because then it's my two teams going up against each other. I can't lose. I will go crazy trying to decide what to do and who to cheer for. But, oh, don't be like that. Rope's jumping off because I'm being a jerk. It's fine. You know you love it, and you know that you expected it. Okay, you're forgiven since the Lions are my mom's team. That's good. Is your mom from Michigan? Oh, man. Football gets people so fired up. It's a good time. Oh, trying to put it out there that I am live because I kind of forgot that I told Kim I would do this until like an hour or two. She's from Detroit proper. That's awesome. I have several friends up there. I am from the other side. So Detroit's over here. I'm from over here. The middle of nowhere. So it'll be a good time I'm really just enjoying the Lions making it this far because they haven't really done that in my lifetime. Just barely. I was a baby. I was a wee child. Oh, so we're going to do some reading sprints tonight. I can't talk all of a sudden. Reading sprints. It's reading sprints. So drop in the comments what you're reading, what you're going to work on, what you're writing. I'm going to guess there's going to be a manga in Rope's list. It's going to be multiple books, and there will be a manga. I do have manga next to me. I still haven't read them yet. I've got The Way of the House Husband 1 and 2 over here. And then I finally picked up Spy Family Volume 1, which that one is actually going to be the first one I read. So I will probably be doing a manga reading day tomorrow and filming it since it's my first time reading manga. Do a little vlog on that. The primary book I'll be reading tonight will be The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. Since that one kind of accidentally jumped to the top of my list. It was an accident. As in, it hit Edelweiss right after I finished Fangirl Down, so I had to continue on. Hello, Robin! What are you up to tonight? Books are Radical Love. So good! So good. The Last Unicorn, a manga. 3 guesses as to which one. Okay, it's either Naruto, One Piece. Those are the only 2 I think I've ever heard you talk about. So I don't know what the third option would be. Yeah, I don't know what the third option would be. Be listening to The Dead Zone. I think I'm a part 5 or 6. I'm doing a diamond painting. Ooh, that sounds like a fun combination. I've never done a diamond painting, but they look really cool. So, and I have several friends who've done them. I tend to do painting with paintbrushes whenever I take the time to do an artsy thing or knit. But I seem to have misplaced my knitting. Not exactly sure where it's run off to, which is problematic because that's got my needles in it, and I don't remember what size needles I was using for this blanket. So even if I did go buy new needles to continue, that's also still like almost an entire stripe that I'm missing. Third option would be fruits basket, but Naruto is correct. Believe it! What I'm doing is a very bright cat one for my mom. Aw, that'll be fun! Fruits basket is a good one. My sister loves it, but that's another one that I have not gotten to because this is going to be the beginning of my manga journey, but not tonight. My alternate books, I'm going to say this now before Erin gets in here because she's going to be real jelly, but I just got the arc of Misdirection of Fault Lines by Anna Gracia, YA tennis book. And Anna is going to be on 2 panels with me at Emerald City Comic Con at the beginning of March. So I'm very excited. So they sent me a copy so I can prepare for that panel. And the other one is The Band by Christine McKellums. This one, she's also going to be on those panels, both of those panels with me in Emerald City. But this one's also part of my TBR game. So it's kind of slightly higher, but I do want to read both of them. But yeah, starting with Tessa Bailey tonight because I'm already like a third of the way through the book. So I want to finish that, and that will probably count as my mood read for my TBR game. But by the way, I kind of asked for pain when I was rooting for the Dolphins. Most of us are used to bracing ourselves for disappointment. I mean, the Chiefs had it bad for a very long time. The Lions had it bad for a very, very, very long time. So I feel the pain. I do deeply understand the pain of having a terrible football team. But the Dolphins did pretty well this year. And I do really like Mike McDaniel. He's hilarious. And I do wish the best for Tyreek. I just wish he was doing the best with the Chiefs still because he wasn't chasing all the money. I said what I said. Anyway, I guess it's time to get the first sprint underway, right? Get some reading done. So let's bring in little Winchester and go for the first sprint. So I will see you back here in 30 minutes. And we're back from the first sprint of this Friday evening. I read 27 pages of The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey during that first sprint. Probably would have gotten more if my eye was not acting up, but alas, here we are. I don't think it likes the lights. Too many lights. I am but a vampire. The Lions being in the Super Bowl would be like the season the Cubs made it to the World Series. I wish Detroit the best. Agreed. There's the animal emoji from Rope that we have all been waiting for. Oh, goodness. So if you participated in that sprint, drop what you read, how far you got, what you did, all the things in the chat. We have an Erin. She finally made it. She asked for the sprints and then she was late. How dare? How dare? Need to clean up cat mess before the next chat sesh. Dagummit, Ron. Ron's always making a mess and getting on your books. Just making it very difficult. Hello, Caitlin. Joining in late, going to be reading House of Leaves. That is a very popular one at the store, but I have not read it yet, so I hope you're enjoying it. How far are you on it? Well, Erin apparently likes it. House of Leaves, yes. Erin got food. I probably should do that at some point. Granted, I forgot to eat lunch until like almost 3, so. Robin is on part 10. How dare you host sprints when you know I'm at work? I don't know your life. I don't know what time you get off. I don't know any of the things, Erin. You're in a whole different time zone. So far away from me. How am I supposed to know time you get off work? I shared your sprints on Kim's Discord so that other folks would know, but I shared it without asking. Do you think they'll be okay? I'm usually pretty good about asking for these things. I mean, she encouraged me to do it during her time slot, so I feel like it's fine. If she wants to get mad about it, she can tell you about it and ask you not to do it again, and then for the future. I'm on page 517, so I'm close to the end. Ooh, that is a chunky book too. Hoping to finish it this weekend. Loving it, but very strange. Yes, I've heard it's a weird one, but it's a good one. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, but that is a lot of pages. If I forgot this time and sent her a lengthy apology. I feel like it's fine. And if she gets as mad, she can come talk to me. I don't care. You do you, Rope. You do you. We all know the distance between. Well, I'm glad to have you with us, Caitlin. I am very sporadic on my sprinting hosting job because I'm usually not home and Kim is, so I just join in on hers. But since this is the rare occasion where I am home and she is not, she did mention it Tuesday during sprints, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just host them on Friday since you won't be. And she said, yes, do that. So we here. Yeah. Welcome, Caitlin. Alana is reading A Little Life on page 392. How are you liking that one? It's been really, really popular at my store. And I don't know if I want to read it or not. I am conflicted. Because it's so popular, but also the cover just doesn't look like my vibe. And yes, I am a person who judges books by their cover on occasion. Okay, a lot of the time. Erin, what do you think it is that I have? You said you had a guess of what I was going to show you on this. So I want to know your guess before I pull it out. And you have, well, Hang on, Winchester. You just pause. Always judging the books by the cover. Yes, it's very easy to do. An Arc of the Familiar from work. No, that's probably one they will not be sending out. Let's be real. But it is an arc of Misdirection of Fault Lines by our good buddy Anna Gracia. I'm very excited about that. It came yesterday, so. Work. Gotta go to work. It's not a genre I would normally read, but I'm enjoying it. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Ah! I knew you'd get one. Well, I was hopeful since I'm moderating for her, so that was a useful ploy to get a copy. So now I have arcs of all of Anna's books. Very excited. Gonna walk up to our own signing and be like, "Hi, friend." Okay, let's get back to reading for our second sprint of the evening. Bring back little Mr. Kitty Cat. So I will see you back here in 29 minutes and 51 seconds. Happy reading. And we're back now that the timer is adjusted a little bit. It got a little bit stuck in there, so we're going to restart it for the next one and hope it works a little better. Thanks to Erin for texting me and everyone who got in the comments in the chat to flag me that it was stuck. Oh, goodness. I don't even remember how much I read that time. Only 19 pages, because I was a wee bit distracted there for the last bit. Scrolling back up in the comments. Alana said, A Little Life is not a genre she would normally read, but she's enjoying it. Knew you'd get one. Read about Zach Levi's look into his family's history and on a completely different tonal note, saved a bunch of turtles. Oh, goodness. Took a while to get into it. February buddy read. Maybe if I even wait that long, I might start it before then. Because I have a bunch of books to read for Emerald City. Allegedly, I have a Veronica Roth arc on the way. So that one's probably going to take up, because it's a fantasy. She's writing fantasy now. Anna Gracia art collection on point. For real, though. Stupid turtles. Don't they know boiling pots are bad? I can't with you. Camera on the remaster doesn't make it any easier. Hello, Anna. Welcome, welcome. What you reading tonight? Or today, whatever time it may be, wherever you are. Yeah. And then we have to have Rope coming in with a joke. Time's just standing still because some gremlins just stole away the sands of time. Not to worry, though. The doctor will restore time soon to its timey-wiminess. I'm really hoping that the Jodie Whittaker panel at Emerald City is not at the same time as one of my panels. Because I would really love to go to that one. You can tell what Rope's been watching lately. I've only watched the first few episodes of like when it started coming back. And then I watched the first season of Jodie Whittaker. And that's because I forgot to ever go back for more. Yes, it happens. People assume that time is a strict progression to cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. I say this all the time, that time is a lie. It is a social construct. And therefore, it's pointless. We have a Steffi. The Steffi party continues. We now have multiple Stephanies up in this joint. Yeah. 30 pages. What are you reading tonight, Erin? I don't think you said what you were reading. You showed me a picture of pages, so I have a guess of what it is. But you didn't say what it was. Part 10. Next I'm going to read Logic by John Scalzi. I think they made levels challenges in the remaster harder on purpose. I don't know. I can't help you there. Steffi is 80% of the way, 84%. Words are hard. Of the way through Divine Rivals. That one's so good. So stinking good. Robin is on page 76 of 336. Alana read 22 pages during that sprint. Yes, Jodie's at Emerald City. Is she going to be at Pensacon too, or is that what? Are they the same weekend? What's the sitch? What's the sitch? Reading Hellbent. Okay, that's what I thought it was, based on the color of the pages. The Barnes & Noble exclusive sprayed edges on the paperback. just making sure I knew what was going on. How are you liking Hellbent? I read Ninth House, but I don't think I ever went back to read Hellbent. So let me know how you're liking it so far. I didn't know she was still making appearances. Capaldi kind of retired from Doctor Who stuff after his final episode. I thought she was going to do the same, but I'm glad she's not. No, and David Tennant is still out doing cons too. He was at Emerald City last year, and I'm still very mad that I did not film that panel because I was following what they said were the rules, even though I was there to film stuff. But then when I saw people live streaming the screen, I was like, screw this, and filmed a couple panels, which those you can watch here on this channel, as well as other Comic-Con panels. There's a whole playlist. Met Lock-In. No Doctor Who guests are at Pensacon this year. That's sad. Can't say you don't know your product. No, it's except for Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, which because it's got a number in the title, it just went. And so then on live TV, I sounded like a knucklehead. It was fine. If you have not seen that link is on my Facebook page to my live TV appearance on the news yesterday. Oops. I'm liking it. It reads faster than Ninth House. A lot less world building since it's a sequel. Some parts are a little WTF is this, but I'm enjoying it. Yeah, like I think that was one I did audiobook for, and like it wasn't very like the time stamps at the beginning of chapters were very quick, and so I would miss some of them, and it took me a long time to kind of figure out what was going on. You live and learn. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. I did not restart the break timer on this because it I didn't want it to be a 30-minute break. So, I mean, meant that I can't afford to do 2 cons in 1 month. I'm kind of on a budget anyways and limiting how many celebrity guests I can visit with. Understandable. Conventions are expensive. Very, very expensive. That's why I do content creation and press for them. Because I won't pay. I do pay for something. Like, they just announced Chris Evans is going to be at Emerald City as well. And I'm like, I already have a picture with him. I already have a picture with him. I already have a picture with him. I don't need to go see him again. I don't need to spend that money. Do not. I am debating getting the group Twilight photo because it's 4 actors. It's like 4 Cullens, the actors that played 4 of the Cullens in Twilight. So I'm debating that one. But that might be the only one I actually go with. The timing threw me off in Ninth House 2, and I was reading the physical book on a budget because of my laptop and car. Oh, did something happen to your car too? Or was it like the laptop in your car and they broke your car to get to the laptop type of situation? Would Emerald City take volunteers from out of state? Probably. But I mean, it's in Seattle, so it's quite a haul for you to get up there. So those flights ain't gonna be cheap at this point. But definitely something to keep in mind for the future. Because like Emerald City is it. I filmed stuff to make a convention rankings video, but then I didn't want anyone to take offense, for anyone from these conventions to take offense that they weren't higher on the rankings. And it wasn't that they were bad. It was just I had to rank. If I'm doing rankings, I have to rank them. And so I just didn't want to ruffle any feathers and just didn't put it together. So let's get back to the sprinting. We'll bring in Winchester again. And I will see you back here in 30 minutes. And we're back from sprint number 3 on this fine Friday. I read 21 pages of The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, coming out in July of this year, which is very exciting. Robin made it to page 112. Steffi is now on 88% of Divine Rivals. Erin got 20-ish pages of Hellbent. Gonna eat something after the sprint and watch a movie or show. Hail, Queen Nerd! Knox is here. Why, thank you for acknowledging. I did hear my mailman slamming some stuff around, so I knew that I had book mail, and it's a very shiny book mail. I'm very excited about this. So I was like, you know what? I'm on a reading sprint live. I might as well do a live unboxing. So figured I'd pop this sucker open because it feels rather large. It is... Ooh. Is a copy of J.D. Robb's brand new book, Random in Depth, with a little note. I have not read any J.D. Robb or Nora Roberts, who, in case you did not know, they're the same person. And there's also what looks to be fuzzy socks in this package. Oh, these are soft. If you can read this, I'm reading J.D. Robb. That's funny. Little traction. But these are very soft, so these will be making an appearance in my next book mail video for sure. Make sure there's nothing else in there. I left an envelope on the floor like after opening it because I was in a hurry. I took the book out and was like, woo, put it in the pile for the next book mail post. And then my husband was picking stuff up and he was like, there's a chapstick in here. And I had been sent a chapstick and didn't have a clue. I was all about the book, didn't notice anything else in the package. Sounds typical of me. Knox is buying pet supplies online. Pets need lots of supplies, as I am now learning with John's dog, or as he keeps referring to her as our dog. And I need to get used to this. I've never had a dog. Book mail! I would struggle to throw out that envelope. This one I probably will because they wrote on it. My post office likes to write the numbers for the apartments on the actual packages instead of on the envelopes. But I have gotten some before that are similar that I did not throw away. And then there's some that I've gotten that my husband has thrown away because I'm a pack rat. I'm like, but I might use it for a background in a picture. And he's like, sure you will. Sure you will. Or I could reuse it. Mail! Nice. Wait, did you say J.D. Roberts and Nora Roberts? J.D. Robb. J.D. Robb is Nora Roberts. I don't know if that might be too bright, but yes. J.D. Robb, Nora Roberts, same person. These socks are so soft. I might put them on now. I read a full chapter of The Last Unicorn and attempted to beat one of Spyro's bonus flying levels. No luck there. Unfortunate. Better luck next time. Rope, you can do it. I love dogs when they belong to other people. Valid. And Sylvie is just chaos in one little. See, her mom is full-blood Malinois, so she's got the Malinois craziness. And her dad is a gigantic German Shepherd full-blood. And so she is 80, 90 pounds. And the craziness of a Malinois that's normally 40 pounds. So she's just kind of dangerous. That tail will take out a kneecap. Shush, Winchester, we're having fun. But the good news is I'm spending the evening mostly with dragons and unicorns, so I'm glad about that. valid. As long as the dragons aren't burning you and the unicorns aren't stabbing you, then it sounds like a lovely time with the mythical creatures. I love the unicorns in Shazam too, like the vicious unicorns. Interesting. Didn't know that. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that because Nora Roberts is romance and J.D. Robb is the thriller. So because people in marketing didn't think readers would switch genres with an author. So like Ashley Winstead is one that is like trying to do both under the same name, and they're kind of testing it out. Dude, the flight levels are insane. I rage on those so much. Yes, I agree. Yeah. What'd you get? I got socks that say if you can read this, I'm reading J.D. Robb, and then J.D. Robb's book Random in Death. So that will be making it. You guys are getting such a big sneak peek at my next book mail post because you saw that and Anna Gracia's. That's like a quarter of what I've gotten so far. So you're just getting all the sneak peeks. There ain't no socks like bookish socks. It's true. I do have another pair of bookish socks that I got at a book festival, and I filmed my haul video, and I haven't posted my haul video yet. But they're still sitting here. So the Great Gatsby socks from Out of Print. And they're still chilling over here with some of the stuff I got from that book festival. I'll get my act together eventually. I am down to 6 or 7 author interviews to edit. Hopefully I'll get that down further this weekend. But podcast is coming, getting the episodes ready to go. So hopefully that'll be my pod father tells me I need to promote it for a good 2 weeks before dropping episodes. So I probably won't meet my goal of getting it done by the end of the month, but maybe mid-February we'll do the first launch. So if you like the author interviews and would rather listen to them than watch my face, keep an eye out for information on that. You've got mail. For those of us who remember AOL. For those of us who are old, is basically what you're saying. I have 4 boxes waiting to be open. I don't want to open them till I'm dressed to go to the recycling. Except from the broken binding, and that has a lot of packaging. Understandable. So many ribbons from them, I have nothing to do. I feel that. I like to save things and try to reuse them, and it drives husband crazy because it just takes up a lot of space at this point. Unfortunately, I had Incredimail and had my butler say, "You've got mail." LOL, the savage unicorns. Yes. Scandar also has like aggressive unicorns in it. So that's a fun one if you want some more angry unicorn vibes. Okay, so Winchester meowed, so we shall bring him back. Not that way. That way. One day I'll hit it right. But yes, so I will see you back here in 29 minutes and 55 seconds. Happy reading and getting stuff done, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That is not the button I wanted. There we go. I'll get my act together eventually, just not today. How'd y'all do? I read another 25 pages, so I'm now at 195 of 319 of The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey, which comes out in July. It is a hockey romance, so it is a good time, that is for sure. Where were we? Tell me how y'all did that sprint. We have a Kim who is out of town on a strange weekend of her being out of town and me not. So that is why I'm doing sprints. And so it's very nice to, there we go. Okay. Very nice to have Kim popping in. Are you reading anything tonight, Kim, or are you just chilling? Hey, Kim. Oh, Erin got distracted, so she didn't do much reading. What did you get distracted by? Was it Ron? I bet it was Ron. Ron is very distracting. 93% of Divine Rivals for Steffi. Do you have Ruthless Vows ready to dive into it right away when you finish Divine Rivals? Are you prepared? Not scrolled. I did do that for a few minutes too. So another Hakim. Does reading music count? If so, I read along in about 8 to 10 pages of the music from my community choirs. I listened to a recording of it. Sure, that counts. What are you singing in your community choir? Probably won't know it, but it's worth it. I like finding things out. Yes, that's a plan. Good, because that is a stressful situation to have to wait on that one. And I only had to wait like a month and a half, 2 months from finishing. Yeah, because I think I read it in October and it came out at the end of December. So I think it was like 2 months between. And I was still like, give me the book now. Debated going out, but then didn't find out an ex-boyfriend is out. So it would have been awkward AF. Always avoid the exes. They really just have to go. I have a couple exes who are very quick to see my stories and not really a fan of that. And another hello, Kim, this time from Rope. Everyone is saying hello to Kim. Is Kim still there? I don't know. But I'm glad she popped in, even if she couldn't stay, because she is out and about on this fine Friday. I do believe the next sprint is going to be the last one. That'll push us past 9 o'clock, and I have some other things I need to get done tonight, not just read. Unfortunately, can't just read all night. How dare. How dare. I didn't know these 2 pieces either. They're classically styled pieces written by modern composers. Jubilatedeo by Dan Forrest. 8 movements, each in a different language. That's a lot. Good, I'll finish this book. Yes, do it. Are you liking it? How are you feeling about it? It was definitely in my top 5 of 2023, that's for sure. I may read, I may shower, who knows? I may scroll more. Every time I see more spelled that way, I think of Felix from Stray Kids when he was having his little meltdown about being told he couldn't speak in English. He's like, I can't do this anymore. And that's how some people spell it. His Aussie accent. More. I need English. I don't want to play anymore. I love him. One song that I did know is a choral arrangement by Louis Armstrong. It's a wonderful. Oh, that's a good one. It's a wonderful world. You're welcome, internet. That I can't sing. I'm so sorry. Love it. I'm glad you love it because it's so good. I love that it's like a blend of like fantasy, romance, and kind of historical fiction all at the same time, with like mythology a little bit in there too. And it's journalist, and I was a journalist for a long time, so I enjoyed it. Final sprints works for me. I'm getting tired. Aaron, we're old. We're always tired. Oh, Felix, love his heart. I do too. He's precious, and his vocal range is real fun. If you have not seen the video of him spelling dispatched, going to his line from God's Menu, it's abrupt. It's crazy that is the same person. It's wild. It's from meme language, though. I don't know why I keep like right-clicking or left-clicking. It's right-clicking instead of left-clicking. I don't know. Directions are hard. Yes, exactly. Sound just like Satmo. I have no idea what that means. I'm so sorry. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, I'm going to have to send it to you because it's so funny. Like, I played it for one of my coworkers the other day at the bookstore and was like, this is this man's range. And she's like, there's no way that's the same person. It is. I love Felix's voice. Now listen here, Sonny. Back in my day, we read books in an easy chair, not over this newfangled thing called the internet. Right? Like, reading used to be such a solitary, lonely thing, and now you get to share the experience with all your friends on the internet and like people who don't live near you, like you guys. And it's just, I love the bookish community and how it's grown so much over the last few years. Just social media started for me with Bebo. I don't feel like, was I ever on Bebo? I don't even remember. I'm old. And was this about them putting book stories on TV? Who'd watch them? Rope, your old man is showing. Can't have anything nice. Reading sprints are my favorite, like a silent reading group. Truly! I was trying to explain it to one of my coworkers, and she was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And so she like tried to read on the timer, and she said she read a lot more than she normally would. I was like, yeah. I met my first boyfriend on Bebo. We both loved Green Day. It's like, you like this band? I like this band. Cool. I did have a manager at Barnes & Noble for a minute who is very, very obsessed with Green Day. Like, she and her husband have enough shirts, Green Day shirts, just Green Day shirts, that they could each wear one every day of the year and still have leftovers. I was just like, that's insane. MySpace for the win. Heck yeah! And how like you could cause some drama by changing your top 8. Oh, and having music. There's some child that was like, oh, what if we like made it so you could play a song on your Facebook page or whatever, or your Instagram? And it's like, we've come back to MySpace. I mean, really, Instagram is letting us put songs on posts now, so we've kind of upped the ante of MySpace a little bit. Sprints have been a lifesaver the last 6 months. I was doing terrible reading until I started watching sprints. I'm glad this has helped you get out of your slump. It makes me happy. And I like doing buddy reads with you. It's fun. Skype was the first video chat platform that let us say Captain Ruby. Can't with you and your jokes, Rope. I can't do it. I have enough for a month. Not that any of them fit now. Felt that. Oof. Big oof. How do people have that many clothes? I don't know. It's just become a thing for her to collect them. Same for Muse. Nice. Very precise folding. Also going to lots of concerts. Yes. I think she like had people buying them, like buying extra shirts for her or something. I don't know. She cry. I saw Muse when they opened for U2. I'd love to see Muse when the show's focused on them. I think I saw them open for, who was it? It might have been 30 Seconds to Mars. I think it was 30 Seconds to Mars, but it was a few years ago, and it was a good time. So, okay, well, Winchester hath me out, so it is time for our final sprint of the evening. So I will see you back here in just under 30 minutes. Happy reading, writing, and productivity, everyone. And the kitty hath meowed for the final time tonight. We're back from our final sprint. I made it to, I believe it was 2:11. But I did some scrolling instead of reading the whole time. Whoopsies. Yeah, 2:11. I stopped at chapter 21 of the Au Pair Affair. Seen Muse 10 times now, 3 times in 1 week. That's impressive. Dang. Dang. I saw one band twice in 1 week once, but that's the most I've done. Seen Muse at Bonnaroo, incredible. Ooh, I used to live not far from Bonnaroo. I went to Exit 311 at the same venue, but I did not go to Bonnaroo when I lived in Tennessee. And also Green Day the same week with All Time Low. Oh, that would be a fun one. I've seen All Time Low. They're ridiculous. Twice the bread meowed. Forsooth. Forsooth. What is this cat I see before me? We had an Alicia joining in and reading Crave. About 200 pages in. Alas, poor Winchester. I knew him. Sylvester, a furry feline, frantic. I appreciate the alliteration, though. That's good. 96 pages total tonight. Not too shabby for after work. No, you're done kicking butt, girl. I'm proud of you. Sang along with the score for movement number 6, Song of Earth, and officially mastered the first verse. I'm literally singing Hey, but that's still more singing than I could do. So bravo. Because no one wants me singing. It's not a good time. My husband's a liar and tells me I can sing, but he's a liar. Steffi finished it! Are you emotionally damaged now? After finishing that? Why is the, like, it just, I'm not, what the heck? Stop adjusting my lights, camera. I'll start Ruthless Vows tomorrow, as one does, because that is quite the ending of Divine Rivals. Okay, y'all talk me into it. I will experience Ruthless Vows the same way I did its predecessor through Audible. Do it! Do it! Y'all. I have no experience. No spoilers. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying it's quite the ending. There's no need to spill blood. Just saying. It's dramatic. It's like saying Iron Flame was emotionally damaging. We all know. But just you don't know. No. I can tell you with certainty that is not a spoiler. I don't think Iris's father ever comes up in it, actually. Letters are written. Yes, that is a thing that happens in these books. There are letters and a magical typewriters. But that's all I will say about that. Stop trying to spoil the things. Rope. How dare. And if Aaron is still on, that's in the blurb. Yes, it is. Many letters. Actually, since we're talking about it. So at YALLFest, they had a little celebration for it. And they handed out 100 letters. 30 of them like won swag. And so the one that my husband got did win swag. And it was a copy of the newspaper. And it got a little messed up and tattered in the rain and traveling. Yeah. I like 120 pages left of the book. Should finish tomorrow, Sunday. Good. Maybe we'll do more sprints this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe some sprints on Sunday, depending on what time the game is. Spoiler, Darth Vader kills Snape. Even I know that. Yankee chain. Oh! That's more accurate. Book completion draws nigh. Yes, and it is that time to say good night and bid you all adieu. More sprints. I'll be down Sunday. It'll be a lazy chore day, so I'm totally down. What time is the Chiefs game on Sunday? Now I need to know these things. 2 p.m. So maybe we can do some Sunday evening sprints. Alicia will be hosting some sprints on Sunday starting in February. Adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow. Maybe I'll do like a 24-hour sprint sometime, or like, I don't know. That sounds like chaos and craziness, and which is, right up my alley. Sunday works. Oh, hi. So maybe Sunday after the football game, we'll hop on. Alicia's will be in the morning on Sundays in February. So that'll be fun. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. Okay, y'all. It has been lovely. I hope you enjoyed your time reading. Make sure you have your notifications on for my channel, because I might just do more sprints on Sunday and we can hang out again Sunday night. During the next sprints, I must barely speak as the yield Shakespeare performance. Don't tempt me with stupidity, because I might, and I can't sing and I can't do accents well. It's not good. Thanks for joining, Erin. Thanks for making me do it. Good night, Steffi. Have a good night, Alicia. Until next time. Good night, Rope. I'll see y'all later.